guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time, then welcome. If you're a girl that's come back to watch my videos, then thank you so much for coming to watch me again. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. As you guys can see from the video, I am currently 40 weeks pregnant. Yes, exactly 40 weeks. Today is my due date, today being March the 18th 2021. And you're probably looking at me thinking, Desreen, what are you even doing sitting in front of the camera and recording on your due date? Well, I already had a Zoom call. I already had to kind of do like my makeup a little bit. I didn't want to do full face, and I thought, do you know what, I'm already ready. I might as well just come in here and just turn on the camera and share a quick update with you. So yes, I'm currently 40 weeks pregnant, and this is my first child. I'm expecting a lovely boy, and let's just say I'm ready for him to come. And I thought I might as well just record a quick update, how I'm feeling at 40 weeks, what I'm doing, and what is expected to come. So after seeing my midwife, because I saw my midwife 2 days ago and I had an appointment with them last week as well, and I'm also seeing her next week, so I thought I'd kind of just give you an overall update. So first, before we start, guys, I have a cold. So yesterday I noticed that I had the sniffles, but today it like developed into a whole cold. Like, I've been blowing my nose all day, I've been blocked up, I've had a bath, I've had pepper soup, I've had Nigerian pepper soup, which was so good. Oh my gosh, it helped so much, but I'm still feeling so stuffy, so please bear with me if I sound a little bit blocked up and clogged up. What am I currently feeling? So first of all, let's talk about Braxton Hicks. So I started having Braxton Hicks weeks ago, but I could say in the last 2 days they have intensified. I could say they haven't intensified to the fact that I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this contractions? They have just felt a little bit slightly painful, bearable, 100% bearable, but just slightly painful. So first I could say that I had for the last 2 days especially, I had like a sharp pain or sharp feeling, sensation in my lower abdomen, and also had the lightning shocks feelings in my, you know, vajayjay, and they say that happens closer to labor. So that's happened a few times in the last 2 days, both of them. So, and I'm also feeling more of a tightening sensation on my stomach. No back problems yet, no back pain, sorry, yet, or anything else, just those sensations. And I haven't thought maybe this is contracting, maybe my cervix is opening, I'm not too sure, but so far it's nothing more than the Braxton Hicks. I could also say, this is probably a normal thing, baby is even more active, or I'm noticing it more, and I'm noticing his movement because obviously he's bigger now. It's time for him to come out, it's time for you to get evicted. So I can feel his movements a lot more. So it's feeling a lot more uncomfortable when he moves, when he pushes his hand, when he pushes his foot. I can feel him a lot more, and because he is engaged, I can feel him very low. So I'm also experiencing pelvic pain, quite a lot of pelvic pains, and for the last, I would say for the last week actually, he's feeling very heavy and very low, which is a good thing. But to deal with that, I've kind of just been walking and using my bouncing ball majority of, like, literally when I sit in the living room watching TV, I'm always on my ball, I'm never really on the sofa, so that helps with that. Well, I had my appointment with my midwife, and she had my check the day yesterday. Today's 40 weeks. I saw her yesterday. She said everything is fine, baby's engaged, but it wasn't an appointment to check if my cervix was opening or anything like that. It was just to check if we were both okay. And of course she had the conversation with me about the sweep, so possibly getting a sweep to hopefully bring on labor. Now, majority of women, when they get the sweep, it does bring on labor, whether it's the same day, whether it's the few hours, whether it's the next day or the whatever, it's supposed to hopefully bring on labor. So she said if I don't have baby before next week, then I have to go in for the sweep next Thursday. So basically what the sweep is, let's say your cervix is closed, tight, there's no, like, you haven't dilated at all and it's still closed, they will kind of work around your cervix and add a little bit of pressure to hopefully promote the stretching for it to start. If I go in next week and they see that I'm like maybe 1 centimeter dilated, 2 centimeter dilated, which could possibly happen by then if baby's not here, and I'm already slightly open, then again they will go in and kind of stretch inside to kind of get it open or get the movement to begin. Like, do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Sorry if I can't explain it properly. I'm not like a professional. So that I'm scheduled in for next Thursday. At first I was like, I kind of just want to wait. I kind of want to see. But then I thought, actually, do you know what? If it's going to bring on labour, then let's go for it. So that's the first thing. If he's not here by next week, Thursday, I think it's next Thursday or next Friday, then I'm going to get the sweep. Then they spoke to me, of course, about induction. So induction basically forces him to come out, and they've said that that can happen up to 12 days after your due date. So she said some people request it from before, some people request it in the beginning of that time frame, but I kind of said, okay, I'm happy to go ahead with that at the end, so the last on the 12th day if he's not here. But what can I do to bring on labour? Of course, majority of women, especially their first child, the babies come late, and I've heard this absolutely everywhere. Firstborns are usually late. They just don't want to come for some reason. So in my head, I'm like, I kind of expected it already, so I'm not kind of like anxious or worried, because it is normal. But I would love for him to come, even if I wouldn't mind even having the sweep, but I would like to avoid having to bring on labour through the induction, mainly because I am planning on not having epidural, and the pain apparently of the contractions is so intense when they induce you, because obviously it's not a natural progression for your body to slowly prepare for it, each stage of the labour and the contractions, and you know your cervix slowly opening. You're forcing it, so that process happens quicker, so the pain and the cramps and the contractions intensify, and I don't even want to think about that kind of pain, so I really do want to avoid that. So I asked my midwife what she would suggest to bring on labour. So the first thing she said is to go on longer walks, because she already knows throughout this whole pregnancy I have been staying active, I have been walking. She's recommended that I, you know, go for a little bit longer, and that I use my stairs up and down. Of course, not too much that you'd feel uncomfortable or in pain, but just to keep the movement going. So walking, continuing to use my bouncing ball. She also said spicy food, and obviously that's like an old mother's tale, but she also mentioned spicy food. So today, as I said, I already had pepper soup, and it was really spicy. It was like really peppery, so I had that today. I'm probably gonna have some more tomorrow, and cook something else spicy. So I've tried the spicy foods. My friend mentioned pineapples. I had a few pineapples last week. I might get some, you know, I'll probably get some more tomorrow, just for the sake of trying it. And she also said, you know, get intimate with your husband. And to be honest, now today, because I feel so sick and because I feel so tired, in my head I'm like, that's the last thing on my mind. But she said that could also bring on labour. So those are the few things she told me to do. So I'm definitely going to make sure I tick them off today or tomorrow, because it's quite late now. So yeah, so by the time I record, so hopefully by the time I upload this video, I'm already in labour, because I'm probably going to upload it 2 to 3 days after I've recorded it today. But so far, overall, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling really excited to meet my son. Today, it was just one of those days thinking, is he gonna come? Is the contractions gonna happen? And I think because this is my first, you can't stop thinking, how is it gonna happen? You know, is your waters just gonna break, or are you just gonna feel this intense contraction, or you know, you just don't know how it's gonna happen. But I've replaced those thoughts with the excitement, the feeling of, you know, he's coming. And I think for me, because I know that he's okay and that I'm well, I'm all ready for him. So yes, I have everything ready. My hospital bag is ready, as you guys know now. I'm having a hospital birth in a birthing pool in a midwife-led room suite, and it was good actually, because I had a call today the midwife were going through the birthing, and they went through absolutely everything, so I know exactly what to expect. I know exactly what to expect during labour, before, prior to labour, during the contractions, everything. And also I forgot to mention, they mentioned the 2 types of inducing. So you can get induced and be a patient, like a patient to stay in the hospital, or you can get induced and be an outpatient, where you would go in, they would induce you, and then they would basically keep you for about half an hour to see if there's any movement or any changes, or if you've dilated, and then they send you home, and then to see hopefully if your contractions come on or your labor comes on, and then you can come back for your birth. That's the one I've gone for if I do get induced, rather than getting induced and staying on the ward or staying there, because I don't know how long. It might take a day, it might take a few hours, it might take a few minutes. So yeah, so at 40 weeks I am feeling ready. I could say sleep is becoming more, I would say naps. So naps during the day are becoming more difficult, because I am just feeling quite uncomfortable, because he's moving so much, and because of the Braxton Hicks and the feeling below, it just feels so intense that it feels uncomfortable to sleep. But at night time I'm sleeping. I still try to sleep, so my naps, it's not that I'm not getting my naps in, I am getting my naps in, but they're just like an hour here, there. It's not like a solid juicy 3-hour or 2-hour nap, which is frustrating. But yeah, so that's the update. That's where I'm at. We're all excited. James is really excited. I think he's also kind of like walking around thinking, how's it going to happen, when's it going to happen. He's been amazing. James has been amazing. This morning I woke up and I was like, I can't even get out of bed. That's how sick I felt with this cold, and he has just been amazing. Like, he's just been the best ever. Like, he's been the best help. Oh, last thing actually, my midwife suggested that I should also, to promote breast milk, I should also massage my nipples when I'm in the bath before he comes. That would help, because I hadn't done that before. I hadn't heard that, no one had said that to me. But she said, now that this is, you know, you're at 40 weeks, you could start that, and sometimes that also helps. And she didn't really explain it, but she said sometimes that also helps with labour, because like your body is preparing for it, preparing the milk. So yeah, she also said that. I thought I'd just add that in there. So that's my 40-week update. Hopefully in my next video, my next upload, I will be sharing the good news that he is here. But yeah, my advice for anyone else who is 40 weeks, who's past their due date or on their due date, hang on in there. Baby's gonna come. He's just really comfortable right now, and just give it a few days. Don't be anxious, just remain calm. Try and stay active, but also, you know, rest and relax at the same time, because when baby comes, it's going to be full on. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything else you would like to see, then let me know. Hopefully in next videos our little boy will be here. So as mentioned in my other videos, I will be sharing more motherhood videos, lifestyle videos, vlogs, sit down chit chats, but I will also be getting back into some fashion videos, of course, because my body is going to be back. I'm no longer going to have baby bump, so I'll definitely have a lot more to share with you, and I look forward to this new journey with you guys. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Before I go, let me just show you a quick bump update. So this is bump now at 40 weeks. Very big. Very, very big. I'll see you guys. Bye.